So what's up everyone, Etherforge914 here, and welcome back to the channel. We talk a lot about the incremental updates in tech. You know, the slightly better camera, the slightly faster chip, but every once in a while we get a seismic shift, a wave of innovation that changes the entire landscape. And right now, that wave is artificial intelligence. It's been moving fast, almost too fast to keep up with. But today, we're going to try. We're diving deep into the biggest, most impactful AI breakthroughs that are shaping our world right now, and what they mean for the future, which honestly feels like it's arriving ahead of schedule. It feels like just yesterday we were talking about AI as this far-off, futuristic concept. But the reality is, it's already here and evolving at a breakneck pace. The developments we're seeing aren't just minor tweaks, they are fundamental leaps forward. From AI that can create stunning art and write complex code, to systems that are revolutionizing how we approach healthcare and transportation, the progress is just staggering. We're going to unpack some of the most exciting and recent developments that have happened, cutting through the hype to see what's actually real and what's coming next. So, for this video, I've picked out 5 key areas where AI is making incredible strides. We'll look at everything from the creative power of new generative models to the life-saving potential of AI in medicine, and even touch on the crucial conversations around ethics and regulation. It's a lot to cover, but trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this. This isn't just about cool tech, it's about understanding the future that is unfolding right before our eyes. Let's get into it. Alright, so first up, let's talk about generative AI. This is the area that has probably captured the public imagination the most, and for good reason. Models like OpenAI's GPT-4 and beyond, or image generators like DALL-E 3 and Midjourney have gotten so ridiculously good. We've moved past the slightly weird, uncanny valley images to creating photorealistic scenes, complex illustrations, and artistic pieces that are genuinely hard to distinguish from human-made work. It's a massive leap in creative capability, essentially giving anyone with an idea the tools to bring it to life, regardless of their technical skill. It's like having a world-class artist and writer on call, 24/7. But it goes way deeper than just making cool pictures or writing an email for you. These models are becoming powerful problem-solving engines. We're seeing them used in software development to write, debug, and optimize code, which drastically speeds up the development cycle. In the world of design, they're being used to generate hundreds of product prototypes in minutes, allowing designers to explore a much wider range of possibilities than they ever could manually. It's not about replacing human creativity, but augmenting it. It's a new type of collaboration, a partnership between human intent and machine execution that's pushing the boundaries of what's possible in almost every creative and technical field. And the pace here is just relentless. Every few months, a new model comes out that feels like a generational leap over the last one. We're seeing the beginnings of generative video, three-dimensional model creation, and even music composition that is increasingly sophisticated and nuanced. The implications are huge, raising all sorts of interesting questions about art, ownership, and the nature of creativity itself. But one thing is clear, these tools are becoming more integrated into our workflows and our lives, and they're fundamentally changing how we create and solve problems. It's a paradigm shift, and we're still in the very early innings. Now, shifting gears from creativity to something with even more profound, life-altering potential: AI in healthcare. This is where the hype meets real, tangible, life-saving impact. For years, the promise has been that AI could help doctors analyze medical data more effectively, and now, we are seeing that promise become a reality in a big way. AI algorithms are being trained on millions of medical images, things like X-rays, MRIs, and CT scans, and they're becoming incredibly proficient at spotting signs of disease, like cancer, often earlier and with higher accuracy than the human eye alone. This isn't about replacing radiologists, it's about giving them a super-powered assistant. The applications extend far beyond diagnostics. Think about drug discovery, a process that traditionally takes over a decade and costs billions of dollars. AI is changing that entire equation. Researchers are using sophisticated models to simulate how different molecules will interact with proteins in the body, allowing them to identify promising drug candidates in a fraction of the time. This could dramatically accelerate the development of new treatments for everything from Alzheimer's to rare genetic disorders. It's like having a crystal ball for biology, helping scientists focus their efforts on the paths most likely to succeed. And then there's the move towards truly personalized medicine. By analyzing a patient's genetic makeup, lifestyle, and medical history, AI can help predict their risk for certain diseases and recommend tailored prevention strategies. It can also help doctors determine the most effective treatment plan for an individual, moving away from the one-size-fits-all approach. Imagine a future where your treatment plan is as unique as your fingerprint. That's the future that AI in healthcare is building. It's less flashy than a text-to-image generator for sure, but the potential impact on human health and longevity is arguably the most important AI story of them all. Okay, let's talk about something we see on the roads, or at least we're starting to autonomous vehicles. The journey to fully self-driving cars has been a long one, full of hype cycles, big promises, and some very real challenges. But the progress lately has been undeniable. The key has been the massive improvement in the AI brain of the car. We're talking about incredibly complex neural networks that process a constant stream of data from cameras, LiDAR, and radar to build a 360-degree, real-time understanding of the world around them. It's not just about seeing a pedestrian, it's about predicting their intent. Is that person looking at their phone? Are they about to step off the curb? We're now seeing real-world deployments move beyond small geofenced test areas. Companies like Waymo and Cruise are operating fully driverless robotaxi services in major cities like San Francisco and Phoenix. And I mean truly driverless. You hail a car with an app, it pulls up with an empty driver's seat, and it takes you to your destination. This is a huge proof of concept. Each mile driven by these fleets generates more data, which is then used to train and improve the AI, creating a powerful feedback loop. The system is constantly learning from the countless edge cases it encounters on busy city streets, getting smarter and safer with every single trip. Of course, we're not at level 5 autonomy yet, where a car can drive itself anywhere, in any condition, with zero human oversight. That's still the holy grail. The challenges of dealing with extreme weather, unpredictable human drivers, and complex construction zones are still very real hurdles to overcome. But the progress from advanced driver assist systems, what you might see in a new Tesla or Mercedes, to fully autonomous services in complex urban environments shows a clear and accelerating trajectory. The question is no longer if we'll have widespread autonomous vehicles, but when and how they will reshape our cities and our lives. So, we've talked about AI as a brain for software and for cars, but what happens when you give that brain a physical body? That brings us to the world of AI-powered robotics, and honestly, some of the recent videos look like they're straight out of a sci-fi movie. For a long time, robotics was dominated by clunky, single-purpose machines bolted to a factory floor. But now, thanks to advancements in AI, especially in reinforcement learning and computer vision, we're seeing the emergence of highly dynamic, adaptable robots. Humanoid robots, like those from Boston Dynamics or Tesla's Optimus, are getting incredibly agile and capable. These robots are learning to walk, run, and manipulate objects with a level of dexterity that was unthinkable just a few years ago. They can navigate complex, unstructured environments, like a cluttered workshop or a disaster site, that would completely stump older robots. The goal isn't just to build something that looks human, it's to create a machine with a general-purpose form factor that can operate in spaces designed for humans and use tools made for humans. This opens up a whole universe of possibilities, from manufacturing and logistics to elder care and emergency response. They are learning by watching, just like us. But it's not just about the headline-grabbing humanoid bots. We're seeing a quiet revolution in automation across the board. AI is making smaller, more collaborative robots or cobots, smart enough to work safely alongside humans in warehouses and on assembly lines. In agriculture, AI-powered robots are intelligently identifying and picking ripe fruit or zapping individual weeds with lasers, reducing the need for manual labor and herbicides. It's about precision, efficiency, and taking over tasks that are dull, dirty, or dangerous for humans. The fusion of advanced AI with sophisticated hardware is creating a new generation of machines that can perceive, reason, and act in the physical world in ways we're only beginning to explore. Finally, with all this incredible power being developed, we have to talk about the most important piece of the puzzle: AI ethics and regulation. This is the conversation that underpins everything else. As these systems become more capable and more integrated into society, the questions around fairness, transparency, bias, and accountability become critically important. We've seen examples of AI systems inheriting and even amplifying human biases found in their training data, leading to unfair outcomes in areas like hiring or loan applications. So there's a huge push in the industry to develop techniques for explainable AI, or XAI. The idea behind explainable AI is to crack open the black box. Instead of just getting an answer from the AI, we want to understand why it reached that conclusion. This is crucial, especially in high-stakes fields like medicine or finance. If an AI denies someone a loan, we need to know the specific factors that led to that decision. This transparency is key to building trust and providing a mechanism for recourse when the AI gets it wrong. It's a massive technical challenge, but it's one that researchers and developers are actively working on, because without trust, the adoption of these powerful technologies will stall. In response to this rapid advancement, governments and regulatory bodies around the world are finally starting to act. We're seeing the first major pieces of AI-specific legislation, like the EU's AI Act, which aims to create a framework for risk-based regulation. The goal is to foster innovation while also putting up guardrails to protect against the most harmful potential applications. These conversations about data privacy, algorithmic transparency, and the ethical boundaries of AI are no longer academic. They are shaping the laws and industry standards that will govern the development and deployment of this technology for decades to come. It's a complex, ongoing debate, but it's absolutely essential to get it right. So there you have it. From creating art to saving lives, driving our cars to defining the very rules of this new technological era, the pace of AI development is just incredible. We've covered a lot, but honestly, this is just a snapshot. Each of these areas is a deep rabbit hole of its own, with new breakthroughs happening seemingly every week. It's a really exciting and maybe a little bit intimidating time to be following technology. The line between science fiction and reality is getting blurrier by the day, and it's clear that these advancements are going to reshape our world in ways we're only just beginning to imagine. The big question is, what happens next? The trajectory suggests that these systems will only become more capable and more woven into the fabric of our daily lives. This raises so many important conversations that we all need to be a part of. We're moving from the what-if stage to the what-now stage. It's a future that's being built in real time by researchers, developers, and policymakers, and understanding the fundamentals of what's happening is more important than ever. It's not just for tech enthusiasts anymore, it's for everyone. But I'm curious to hear what you think. Out of everything we talked about today, the generative AI, the healthcare revolution, autonomous driving, robotics, or the ethical questions, which breakthrough excites you the most? Or maybe, which one concerns you the most? Drop a comment down below and let's get a conversation started. And of course, if you want to stay up to date on this stuff and all the other cool tech that's shaping our future, make sure you're subscribed. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.